Today I'm doing some handbrake cables on this car, and as recommended by the Gibby 3340, he's a YouTuber, Ian at the Gibby 3340, get some mats to lie down on to make just to make it more comfortable and stuff like that. So I've got the mats ready. Today I'm fitting the cables. Now this one, if you're doing a cable, you do a pair. Otherwise, the one that you're not doing is probably stretched a little bit. It may not be the same size if it's not the same brand as the original. This one comes as a pair, so I'll throw that on. Not sure what's involved in this because I've never done one, so I'll do it and show you what's involved. That's the sort of mechanic mat that you're likely to see in a Google search rather than my business or my YouTube channel. It's one of those things I didn't really think about when I started and I gave it a name. Once I gave it a name, I thought I might as well stick with it. If I change it now, people don't all know I'm the same person, so I just stuck with the name in the end. Anyway, I'll show you how I'm going to take this handbrake cable off. So far, all I've done is remove the locking wheel keys on the wheels, so that I'm not going to rattle them up with a impact. I've just used a brake bar to take them off. Now I'm inside the car, got the car supported, wheel chocks, and it's lifted in the air at the back. Wheel chocks are on the front and it's in gear. So it's in gear. Handbrake cable doesn't do anything now as the car is in the air. So I think what we need to do is go into here, remove the cup holder. Actually that's all loose, like really loose. So I don't know if somebody's had a look and maybe decided to leave it right down there where my finger is. That's where we're going to, 13mm nut. Gonna back that off now to give us some, make it easier doing the cable anyway. So that's the first thing, we're gonna back that off with a ratchet and socket. Looks like that first nut is just a lock nut, so I've removed that totally, but it's still, if I work the handbrake, it's no different. So I'm going to have to, there's another nut behind there that I'll take that one and back it right off. Backed it off almost all the way, but I didn't want to take it off because I don't want the cable coming out the end and getting into a whole load of crap trying to refit it, removing the whole column here. So it's still on, but at the very end of the thread. Now I'm going to go under the car and take off the heat shields and the wheels and stuff like that. So the wheels off, I'm looking at the brake drum. We don't get this little cable in the kit, just get the main one. See how that inner cable, the main one, is free to move backward and forward. The other side doesn't, it's seized. Got a little bolt here, a screw. So a screw with a bolt head, 7mm. Gonna take that one out. It'll be the same on the other side, and then this bit, it's a little lug sitting there, so I'll need to get that one off there. I'll need to get this end of this cable out of that. There's a tiny notch inside here, right there, right inside there. I'll have to push that back and then slide the cable this way. Obviously it needs lubricated because it looks pretty rusty. Slide the cable this way, then it should come out this way. So I'll get that lubed up and pop the cable out. Here I am under the car. I've got these plastic trims here, 10mm. Behind there I've got 8mm on the cable itself. And they go around the corner and make their way behind the exhaust. So I got some more 8mm and probably some more 10mm to take out the way. Just loosen the heat shield enough to get to the cables underneath by the heat shield, by the exhaust over there. It's also clamped in the corner. I've just poked out that brake pipe there, that bit. And yeah, I'll do a bit more, show you what's involved. So there it is, I've loosened the heat shield, let it drop down, and there's the two handbrake cables and the clamp that it goes into. So not too bad actually, I didn't have to take that much off. So I'll slide them out. There's a black and a white cable, and the white is on the left of the car, but it starts off at the right side of the car, so they cross over just here. And yeah, one of the cables is seized, so I've just got that linkage to take off, and it might make it a bit more awkward with the cable being seized, so I'll get that off and fit the new one. So next you've got these clips here that pull off. You just put a screwdriver in or a small lever, pull them off, and then this cable is behind all these pipes, fuel pipes, brake pipes and stuff, so you just slide it through this way, like that, and you'll put the other one in the opposite way. Here's a close-up version of a view of what I couldn't show you before. You have to squeeze these bits in. You can do it with your finger though. Well, I could on this. Just press it and pull this out, and then it comes out of the car's, the slot that it goes into. And same with the other one, and then this one you just rotate it, so you can take the cable on the car's got an end like that. It'll go through the hole, and this hole faces downwards when it's on, that hole there. It is a bit of a fiddle getting it through there, I'll admit. It wasn't easy to slide it through. Not the most difficult thing, it's just wanted to get caught in everything that it could. See, the new one's not colour coded, black and white, like the old one, but we notice these clips aren't in the same place. Roughly the same length there, put them together. They're not in the same place. So the black one is the one that's got the shortest bit. So I have to put that one in the right side of the car first, in case it makes a difference. But it must make a difference, because they're not the same places. You see, there's one totally different than the other one. There is a slight difference. That thickness there that the cable slots through on the new one is a lot narrower, and I couldn't open it out. So you could either grind the new one or take the plastic on this bit that's on the car, the plastic cover and the cable. I just put a cigarette lighter and melted the very end of it, so it was enough to just to fit through there with the inner cable. I'll show you what I mean. So is that inner cable there? Oh shit, you need to see it, don't you? That inner cable and that bit, I just melted the plastic cover that's on the cable. So I didn't melt the outer cable or anything like that. So it fits through the slot, this all goes together, crosses over. So now we just gotta put all the trims back on and the heat shields. As the underneath done, all the trims are back where they were. The cables are routed the same way. And nothing's gonna rattle, it's all back as it was. Now I just gotta put the wheels on and adjust up the handbrake. So we've gone this far, we're going to adjust up the brake shoes, clean them and adjust them, and then both sides so that they're not binding, they're adjusted equally. Then we adjust up the cable inside. Now we're right back at the start where it all began. Got to adjust that up. And yeah, the wheels are already tightened, the lock nut's already, you know, back in its tray, which will go back here when I'm done. So I just got to put my ratchet in, tighten that one up, and then put the lock nut on and tighten the lock nut against it. Just want to get like 3 or 4 clicks here when I'm finished adjusting it, that is. So I've got 3, that's good. Now I've got the lock nut to go on, so I don't lose it. I'm going to take a piece of this blue paper towel and put it over the nut, and then put the nut into the socket like that. It's just enough that it's not going to fall out, because I don't want to try and fish it out of here if it falls out of place. I got this to go on and then I'm done. Hopefully this is helpful to somebody that's got to do the handbrake cable on a Ford Focus. Thanks very much for watching.